Hello again, sixth graders. How are you? Let's today continue our lesson about chemical reactions. Today we're going to learn what's a chemical and a physical change. Here we go. Let's start first with the physical transformation or with the physical change. A physical change alters the form of a substance but does not change it into another substance. It changes the shape or size, or it can even dissolve the substance. For example, cutting the hair. This is a physical change. In this case, hair will change its size, but it remains hair. Let's take more examples on physical transformation. The first example is squeezing orange. When we squeeze orange, it will give us an orange juice. In this case, orange remains orange, but in the form of a juice. The second example is cutting a carton. Even though the carton changes shape and size when it is cut, but it does not create a new substance. It is still a carton. Let's take more examples here. Melting of ice cream. The ice cream, when it is freezed and when it is melted, it remains an ice cream without formation of a new substance. Another type of physical transformation is dissolving sugar in water. Even if they are dissolved in each other, water remains water and sugar remains sugar. So all these transformations are called physical transformations since they do not lead to new substances. Let's now start with the chemical transformation. As a definition, a chemical change alters the initial substance and forms a new substance or substances. To identify a chemical change, look for signs and evidences. And you know that the four evidences of a chemical change are change in color, formation of precipitate, release of gas, and change in temperature. Examples here are mixing chalk and vinegar. Mixing the chalk and vinegar will release CO2 gas, that is a new substance formed. The second example is adding sodium hydroxide to silver nitrate. When adding sodium hydroxide to silver nitrate, it forms a precipitate that is a new substance also. Another example on chemical change is oxidation of an apple. That will form a new brown layer, which is a new substance. The last example is burning of wood. In this case, the wood will not remain wood since it will form ashes. Let's solve with each other this application. Is it physical or chemical change? The document below shows some common activities that can occur in our daily life. Fill the table, which is on the next slide, with the appropriate activity. We have burning a log, rust is formed when iron is exposed to earth, when sand is added to water, it settles at the bottom, baking a cake, bubbles appear upon boiling water, grinding a piece of chalk. You have to classify them as physical or chemical changes. If the change gives a new substance, then it's a chemical change. If it does not give a new substance, so it is a physical change. These are the answers here. Grinding a piece of chalk is a physical change, since chalk will remain a chalk. Bubbles appear upon boiling water. When water is boiled, it will remain water, so it's a physical change. When sand is added to water, it settles at the bottom. Water remains water, and sand remains sand. On the other hand, we have the chemical changes that are burning a log. It's a chemical change since the log will give ashes, which is a new substance. Baking a cake, since all the ingredients will change into a new cake, so there's formation of a new substance. Rust is formed when iron is exposed to humid air, so iron will give rust, which is a new substance. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.